Hey guys, and welcome back to another gold making video for Season of Discovery. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a really good BOE farm that is mainly done best on Alliance. Before we get into it, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has gotten a copy of the Season of Discovery Gold Guide. However, let's get right into this gold farm. So we're going to be farming the Worgens over in Duskwood. Now you have to farm them at these two specific locations because they actually drop the Mad Wolf braces. Now they have about a 2% drop chance on these and they sell extremely quickly. On top of that though, there is a lot more BOEs. You have the Trolls Bane leggings, which go for about 250 gold on my realm, which is absolutely crazy. You also have this really good ring, the Thunder Roll ring, and this goes for around 150 gold on my realm. And then you have a bunch of other BOEs. As you can see, there's a whole heap of them and they're all under level 25 or level 25, so they're pretty much the best you can get for phase 1. On top of that, you're going to be getting some sharp claws, some large fangs, which sell pretty quickly on the auction house. On top of that, I'd recommend having skinning because you also can skin heavy leather, which sells for a decent amount of gold, and this has a 20% chance when you skin the mobs. So you get a decent amount of these while doing this farm. Now the levels of these mobs is 29 to 30. So the best class to do this on would be a hunter because you won't have a lot of resist like you do on a caster, and you also won't get many misses and stuff because hunters are just OP for farming mobs that are a bit higher level than you are. So if you have a hunter, this would be perfect farm for a hunter. However, you can do this on other classes. It just is a bit harder if you're on a caster. For an example, I'm doing this on a mage. You want to make sure that you have the new BFD buff, just so you have a bit more chance of actually hitting them and getting less resist. But like I said, you can do this on pretty much any single class. Now I would only recommend pulling one of these at a time because they do a decent amount of damage, and on top of that, you're not going to do too much damage on them because of their level. Now when you're doing this farm, you are going to make a bit of steady gold just from the normal drops like the sharp claws and the large fangs. But on top of that, you will get a bunch of green BOEs that drop very consistently. On top of that, you also get the Mad Wolf braces. And now these things, they sell extremely quick on the auction house. They're on the BIS list for a few classes and they sell very quickly. And with a 2% drop chance, you end up with a decent amount of these while you're doing this farm. On top of that, you are actually going to get some raw gold when you're doing this farm, which really adds up over time. So that is the steady gold, but the main things that you're really banking on is getting some of the blue BOEs. Some of these blue BOEs can sell for crazy amounts, like upwards of 250 gold each. The main reason they are so expensive is because a lot of them are on the BIS list for a lot of different classes. So a lot of people that want to have the best items for their class and get the best possible damage and whatever, they're going to be willing to spend a lot of gold on these items. Now on top of that, with all the different leathers that you get, this is also going to make a lot of gold while you're doing this farm. So I would recommend, if you don't have skinning, to go ahead and either get skinning or drop one of your professions. If you're serious about doing this farm for a decent amount of time, then I would recommend actually dropping one of your other professions and getting skinning. That is what I personally did, and it pays off very quickly. Now it only takes you around 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes to actually go from 1 skinning all the way up to 150 skinning. It doesn't take long at all, so if you want to do that, you can pretty much knock that out in half an hour before you come and do this farm. This way you'll be making some more steady gold while you're doing this farm, and I would highly recommend actually doing this because it does pay off in the long run. As you can see, we just got actually a helmet right there. Now unfortunately this one was level 27, but we're going to be near phase 2 very shortly, so this will sell as a leveling item for phase 2. I'm 100% sure of it. The majority of the BOEs that you get from here though are level 25 or under. They're in between like level 20 and level 25, the majority of them, so they're perfect for phase 1. and they will sell very quickly, pretty much as soon as you get them, depending on which items that you get. Overall, I would say this is one of the best farms you can actually be doing in phase 1 at the moment. Now you can do this all the way till the end of phase 1. The BOEs are going to pretty much always sell until phase 2 very well, because even once we get like a few days before phase 2, people are going to want to have the best possible gear so they can level as quick as possible. So overall, this is a really good farm, steady gold, and then also you have a chance at some really expensive items that can really make a lot of gold very quickly. And also with the Mad Wolf braces, they sell extremely quick, and on most realms you're going to be looking at around like 10 to 20 upwards to like 30 gold each for these. So, and you get them pretty consistently while you're doing this farm, and that really adds up on the amount of gold you make from doing this farm. So if you haven't checked this out already, I'd highly recommend coming here and giving it a go. It's a really good farm to do. However, that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to learn more in depth about making gold in Season of Discovery, you can check out my Season of Discovery gold making guide. This is mainly catered to phase 1 at the moment, but I'm currently working on a big update with a whole heap of new farms for phase 2 and the best methods of making gold in phase 2. And you can find the link for that in the first link down below in the description box. Till next one guys, take care.